So here's a skill that I like to teach all of my horses. It's super useful and it's a great rainy day training activity. So in this video, I'm going to break down how I teach a horse to self-bridle. For this, it's a lot easier if I take the noseband and reins off of the bridle so that we have no extra pieces of leather getting in the way. So this mare is already conditioned to the clicker and she's already done some target training. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to teach her to target the bit. Some horses might go straight for the bit, but some might not. So in the beginning, I like to just hang on to the bridle and I open my arms, and then I'm going to reward just for her bringing her head a little bit between my arms towards the bit. Now this is obviously not the first time that she's done this, and she's been bridled before, so I can move along a little bit more quickly with the steps. With a new horse and a young one, particularly one who's never been bridled, each step is going to take a lot longer before I start requiring them to do a little bit more. And most of the time, it will take a couple sessions before I actually fully put the bridle on. One of the important things that you can see is in the beginning, I'm not trying to pull the bridle up into her mouth. If anything, I'm lowering it so that she really learns to reach for it. And this is where you might have to be a little bit patient, because if you try and sneak the bridle up on them, then you might lose their trust, which is going to make it a lot harder in the end. So when she's consistently reaching for the bit and grabbing it with her lips, then I start to bring it up in her mouth a little bit, as long as she doesn't bring her head up. And then I'll immediately drop it and reinforce. So here I try to bring it up into her mouth, and she very clearly kind of brings her head up and backs off. So I'm not going to chase her with it. I just bring it back down, and I have her reach down for it again, and then I reinforce when she grabs it a little bit more with her lips. As she gets more comfortable grabbing it into her mouth, I'll hold it there for a little bit longer until we get to the point where I can just bring it all the way over her ears without any kind of discomfort. And even when they can do this really well, I like to play this game every now and then just to keep them engaged in the process.